Okay, so good morning. Today is August 5th of 2024, and this will be the weekly outlook as well as the daily outlook. Let's go over last week's price action real quick because that's been bugging me all weekend. Actually, it hasn't. The only thing that's bugged me all weekend about last Friday was the fact that I took a trade and made a rookie, yeah, rookie mistake. Um, Relative equal highs. So relative equal highs can only when I spoke about this and I said that relative equal highs are the market tipping its hand to you unless you're in a bearish trend. And this is just retarded of me thinking I actually got along here and took two trades and took a loss. But the loss isn't what pissed me off. What pissed me off was the fact that this same play happened. When was it? A couple of weeks ago, actually, and that one got me there too, right here, and yep, right here. And so I even wrote it down in my journal, and I still went long. So yeah, that's again rookie mistake, and I even I even thought about it right before I took the trade, but the fact that we had missing data kind of got me emotional again, and I realized that I was, and I still went ahead and took the trade anyways. The other fact was that we have displacement here, broke above these highs here, and when price does that before price retraces, it tends to fail. So that's the only thing that pisses me off about last week. It wasn't the money. Losses will come. I had a pretty green week, and that lost the last Friday. Went into the weekend with a loss. But again, it was the trade itself that pissed me off about it. And but anyways, it's over now. Yeah, it's over now. So let's just keep on moving. So this week, I'm gonna be very careful because we are very yeah, we're down on the market. And it has to do with a couple of things going on geopolitically. So that's not really a big deal for me because I do expect price to bounce off the lows we're at. The only thing is I'm not going to be looking for longs until we get a retracement, at least on the 4 hour. So my yeah, so my outlook for the week will be that we will be drawing new lows, and my strategy will be to short every rebalance until we have a bullish close on the daily. Now that doesn't mean like big wick at the lows. No, what that means is when price fails to close above a meaningful low, either a monthly or a weekly. So that's gonna be my strategy for the week. I'll be bearish biased until we get a bullish close on the daily. Um, but again, I I can't say I'm not sure that I'll even take a trade this week because I most likely will. I probably end up with taking one today. But it has to be an A plus setup because price is very volatile, and I do believe we gap down. Uh, yeah, we gapped down a very large amount today. Defense stocks are up, so that's telling you something. Um, no meaningful earnings this week. We are in industrials and manufacturing for earnings, so it doesn't really tell you much. But the only thing that I am looking at is how price reacts after the lows are taken. Um, we are technically now in a recession, given the markets. Um, Given the markets, what's the word? Definition of that. So we'll see. But again, I'm not totally certain as to where price will reverse. I do have some areas that I'm looking at, but again, we have to get bullish signals as to where price is going, and even if we get a huge rally, I'm not going to be looking to participate until we get a higher time frame reversal. Not necessarily a pattern, but sweeps, and look for bearish PD arrays to get violated. And if the lows are too clean for when that reversal happens, then I most likely won't participate. So I'll probably just be scalping within the next few days. Again, I think this week will offer some really good trades as long as we're patient and we look at what the market is offering us. And yeah, so let's take a look and see. I don't I am missing some data here, but that's because I went ahead and cleared my cache. So let's take a look and see where we're at. This is the current daily dealing range that I'm looking at, but I do expect we'll see if these get violated. I think we will. I think they will. If we draw below these areas, then we're looking at a possible halt to the market. Because today I think we're down a considerable amount. And if we are below these areas, then we are looking at a possible market halt. Same thing here. If we are below these lows, then we are looking at a possible market halt. And if that happens, then I do expect the I I do expect a reversal, because like I always say, whenever my dealing range is inclining, I do expect that dealing range to get violated, and then for the market to start looking for a bottom of sorts. So we'll see what we get. I don't think we sweep this though. There's no way we do. But then again, I've been wrong a lot. So we'll just follow price as price develops. And wow, okay. So market got violated here. Okay, wow, okay. That's pretty cool. Okay, so market got violated here. So I will look for price to rebalance into some sort of imbalance, and then I'll look to target the lows again. Same thing here. I will look for price to rebalance and then for market to target the lows again. Wow, okay. I didn't expect it to be that. Wow. That low. We do have SMT at the lows, but that doesn't really matter in these market conditions. Wow, I can't believe we swept these lows. We were here, a couple of ticks right above this extreme discount here. Just last week. Actually, that's where we closed. That was the low of the week. It was right here, and I can't believe wow, we went that low. Okay, so let's take a look. Again, I am looking for some sort of rebalance, and then I'll attack the lows again. Let's take a look at the weekly. Let's see where we're at on the weekly. I think what the price action that we get this week will give us the indication of what will happen next week. And we do have a big gap down here, so that's a pretty big void. Pretty big void. I would love it if the weekly closed above this range this coming Friday. Same thing here. Actually, here I don't care about. As long as it closes above this old low, then we might be looking at bullish market conditions going into the next week and the following weeks after that. Wow, I can't believe we drew down that low. In a week's worth, overnight, we went about a week's worth of last week's price action. That's crazy. Okay. I mean, I've seen it before. It's a little crazy. All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, so this week I'm only going to be trading off the daily. I'm not going to be looking at weekly PD arrays because we are at extreme discount, and we just violated this one. And again, I was looking for this. I was actually looking only for price to hit this extreme discount here, but the fact that we took this out, this is where I start looking for bullish market conditions. But again, that won't be in until next week, until the close of this week, to see how we close here. If we keep drawing lower, then these would be the next areas. I do remember, if I remember correctly, right here in this area somewhere, there were some some voids that I knew we had to fill eventually, and actually we did. No, actually not here, right here. If you look right here, there's a tiny void here. So who knows? We might come back to sweep that as well. And again, if we do target these lows, then this will be the next low on the weekly. Wow. Anyways, let's just keep working here. All right. So yeah, right now we are. It does seem like we're rebalancing. Let's take a look at the daily. Okay. And we completely violated all these bullish PD arrays, although the day hasn't closed yet. We completely rebalanced all of these areas. So the only logical move for price to do is to rebalance. I won't be trading off the daily today. It just seems too um, the price range is just too far from itself for me to want to target daily PD arrays. So I'll be looking to target hourly PD arrays. Yep, there you go. Yep, I'll be watching this right here. I'll be looking at this old low here, and here I'll be looking at this old low. Well, actually, you can't really target this one. Let's just call it. Let's just target it anyways. Okay. All right. We haven't ran this low, so that means that this daily gap here may want to act as some sort of support or resistance going on into the going into the sessions here. All right. Same thing here. We violated this, so I will be looking for this as a sort of yeah. Let's draw this here too. Let's take a. I'm just watching the narrative. I want to see how the narrative plays out. Huge displacement lower. That's crazy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we displaced lower below this low. This was the low I was looking at on ES. I wanted to see if this low holds, or if it doesn't, then maybe we might get a rebalance into this area and then we draw lower after that. Same thing here, rebalance into this area and we draw lower after that. So let's take a look at the 4 hours, see what price is doing there. And we are getting some sort of rebalance as well. Price did not break this new low here. On here, price did. So that's SMT within these areas. And there is SMT on the weekly as well. So I will be watching this to see if price decides to rebalance. Then it'll have to rebalance these areas here. Same thing here. Price will have to rebalance these areas here. Because again, we are trading from external now back to internal. External back to internal. That's the kind of narrative I see right now in the lower time frames. All right, let's I'm not gonna do it here because it's too the degree is just, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense for me to put it on there. Let's take a look at the 60. Oh wait, I forgot one thing here. Okay, I want to see how price closes on the 4 hour. If we close very well above this low here, which it seems like we might, then we might target again internal imbalance. Mm, Same thing here. I would like for this to close up here somewhere. If it doesn't, then who knows? We might continue to draw lower. See on the 60. Okay, so on the 60, let's see here. We did rebalance these two imbalances here. Okay, um, so now that this whole imbalance has been rebalanced, I would like for this imbalance to get tested. So it does seem like we are trying to come back up to these lows, actually these highs. So let me just put this over here. Because as you can see here, we swept these highs here, and price is now moving from an imbalance to to external now. So on the lower time frame, we still remain bearish. Same thing here. We didn't really rebalance all of this gap, but we did rebalance this area here. With these candles, we drew higher, went into the imbalance. We did not close above constant encroachment. This candle opened, rebalanced about part of the imbalance, but did not close above this high. And then as you can see, price did draw lower. And it is now at external liquidity now. And now it does seem to be looking drawing higher. I don't from what I can see here, I don't expect price to immediately come back up here. Yeah, I don't expect price to immediately come back up here. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. Actually, yeah, the 15-minute. All right, let's take a look. I'm looking at the 30-minute over here. So at the 30-minute, we do have nothing but generated liquidity at these areas here. Same thing here, generated liquidity. There's no imbalance on any of these. Price did take all of these highs, and so there's no imbalance on the 30-minute. Same thing here. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. We are at this imbalance here. Okay, and so what I'll be doing is I'll be watching to see how price closes within this area, within this price range. Nope. And if price closes above this area, then we are drawing higher to rebalance the remaining imbalance up here. If price starts closing above here, then we might draw higher. So as it stands right now, like I said, this is the area of interest for me. I want to see how price closes in these areas within the next 15 minutes or whenever the next couple of 15-minute candles start to open and close. Here on NQ, I don't see anything. There is no imbalance or anything. There's just immediate rebalances. No imbalances here. As you can see, every new low was immediately rebalanced, and then price drew lower. So yeah, let's keep looking. Yeah, there's nothing around here. We did not sweep these lows, so we do have SMT. Okay. We did sweep these lows. Okay. All right. So I want to see what price does here. If we start closing above this old low, then we might start targeting the highs. Yep. Here we go. I want to see what price does here at 9:30 open. So at the 9:30 open, I want to see what price does here. If we start closing above this, and I don't mean with a wick up top. I mean kind of like I want to see a candle that looks like this. If we do that, then we might target these highs up here. If we close above this area, then yeah, this will be the area of interest for me. Let's take a look at the midnight open. And this does look like a, what do you call that? This is the sell side of the curve. And if I start seeing bullish price action on the 15-minute, then we might start to target on the buy side of the curve. Only momentarily, though. I'm not looking for a move up to here. I'm just looking for these areas here. So these are the areas I'm looking to. I'm looking to see where price might draw towards. Yep. I don't see anything here. Not seeing anything here. Hmm. Yep. Okay. We might have a reversal pattern here somewhere. I'm not going to go into that. I just want to see how price closes here. Yep. Here we go. Okay. Yep. All right. So we'll know. We'll see what happens here within the next area. Um, Here, I'm not looking for anything. So this right here is a breaker. You have a draw higher, draw lower, breaker. And this is a mitigation block as well. Since this high did not take this high. So if I were looking to get long, I would like for price to close up here and test this area on a retracement to then attack the highs. So that would, in essence, be a unicorn model. But again, still nothing. Same thing here. If price closes above this, then the best trade, the best type of offering would be once price displaces higher and comes back down to test these highs. On these types of conditions, though, I would suggest only take one contract at a time. Do not over leverage. Yeah, definitely don't leverage because we are trading 13. Wow, 100 points. That's about 100 points. I haven't seen this type of market conditions since when? Oh wow, it's been a while. So one contract at a time and take it very easy. Yeah, same thing here. 900. Jeez, 500 point range. Yep. Uh, with that said, I'm switching to paper today. I do expect to I do expect the whole week to be volatile. There is news every day of the week, so that along with the geopolitical landscape um, calls for a very volatile week. August is usually the slowest week of the year because mostly everybody's on vacation, even politicians, and nothing ever happens during August. But given the political landscape, I do expect very volatile price action this time around. Yeah, I'm liking this. Yeah, today I'm just paper trading. I'm not trading I'm not trading uh charts today. And I'm gonna paper trade micros this time as well. Because the thing is, when you practice, the way you practice should be also the same way you trade. Um, and given the landscape of the current price action, I think 3 micros at a time will be good. Um, okay, so if price works the way I think it'll do, then I will be targeting these highs as long as we get the closes that I want to see. Same thing here. It does look like here we rebalance on the day on the 15-minute. Here we are leaving a gap. So we'll see. Let's take a look again. Right. Let's take a look at the 5 minute. All right, we just had a sweep of this 15 minute. No sweep here. Here we swept a couple of candles. Here we rebalanced this area here. Okay. Here we haven't as of yet. Oh, right, I forgot to include the midnight open. I don't think we'll be using midnight open today. I think the New York Open will be the best area to concentrate on. 0830. Yep. All right. So now for a bearish case. So for the bearish case, what do I want to see? I don't want to see price close above these areas. As you can see here, in this area, we are drawing lower right now. This candle swept this high, but the three candles after that failed to close above this high, and that to me calls for bearish conditions. Same thing here. There is no imbalance here whatsoever. The only imbalance on the 5 minute we do have is this area right here. Yep, this area right here. Yep, here we go. This area here, this area here. Crap, I forgot to enter the 0930 open. There we go. New York open. Okay. Okay, so again on 5236. Where is 5236? Oh, that's December. Wow. I was looking at September 24. There we go. Much better. Oh, okay. All right, because I was wondering. I was like, how come I'm not seeing any of that? Okay, so much better now. I was looking at the wrong contract chart. Okay, much better. All right, so this is what I'm looking at right now. Okay, so on the for a bearish side, we swept this high, but price has failed to close above here on consecutive candles. I would like one more sweep of these highs maybe, and then for price to draw lower. Same thing here. I would like a sweep of these highs and then for price to draw lower. Again, there is no imbalance here except for on the 5 minute. There's nothing on the 15 minute. So so we'll see. I don't think PD arrays work as good today. So I will be very nimble on what type of trades I take. I think we are in very bearish market conditions. The only way, like I said, the only way I'll start thinking bullish is if price starts closing up here. Same thing here. Yep, here we go. Yeah, and we are drawing lower. Okay. As you can see here, we rebalanced this imbalance here, and price did try to come back up, but it didn't. But it did close a little bit below this gap here. So we should target these highs momentarily, but we'll see what happens here. And this is actually one of the first times that I don't see a drawn liquidity. Um, I'm conflicted in my bias, so when your bias is conflicted, then you don't touch the chart. You wait until price gives you something. And as of right now, I don't see anything. Yep, I don't see anything as of yet. If prices to come back up and sweep these highs, I do not expect this low to get swept. All right, let's see here. Yep, same thing here. If prices to come back, sweep these highs, then I don't expect these lows to get swept. Why? Because this low is the move that started this upswing right here, creating a higher low. Same thing here, higher low here. So maybe a couple more sweeps and then price draws higher. But if price draws lower, then we start targeting the lows. Obviously, right now we're targeting the lows because price is moving, drawing lower. But again, I don't have a bias today for some reason. Not for some reason. I just don't see enough cash price action. Wow, price is moving price is very volatile. You're better off trading on the 1 minute today, as long as you're correct, obviously. All right, you know what? I like this right here. Let's see how price closes here. Okay. No, I don't like any of this. It's 8:30 right here. Yep, it's right here. Okay. Okay, and we do have a sweep now. That's SMT with ES and NQ. Okay, so I want to see how price draws here. If we start closing below this old high, then we might target these lows down here. This high and this high SMT, this high and that high SMT. Okay, first low rejected. First high rejected. Let's take a look at defense stocks because they freaking went through the roof today. Let's look at Lockheed Martin, Boeing. Lockheed is LMT. Yep, they are flying today. Northrop Grumman is NOC. Same thing. All right, no need to look at it anymore. It's pretty bullish on all of those. All right, and this is a 15-minute, I think. No, that's a five minute. Okay, so on NQ we are drawing higher, but we are still within the gaps here. So if price starts closing above here, then the draw is up here. But so far the lagging one is ES. So it's important to see that one close up higher as well. I hope the colors of my candles remain the same. Yesterday when I changed them, they kept on reverting back to the original ones. So hopefully they don't change. Again, the reason why we're getting a move higher is because we did take out a lot of external liquidity. So now we're rebalancing the imbalances that were created overnight and last week. How high they go, I have no idea. 15-minute, 15-minute there. So we swept a considerable amount of highs, and there's still SMT with NQ, NES. And we are rejecting that pretty aggressively. Okay. Let's see what it does here. The 1 minute price did sweep these lows. It's holding above this gap here. I want to see how price closes. How the candles close. And we do have a new dealing range on the lower time frame. There we go. Okay. All right, so I would not expect this high to get swept if we are still bearish. Nothing here. I would not expect this high to get swept if we are bearish. Actually, it's this high. Let's take a look at the 5 minute. Yep, new dealing range right here. 43. Oh, I do, like I said, I do want to see how the 15-minute closes. All right. So again, this 15-minute will tell me a lot. I want to see how price closes here. Ideally, if I do want to get long, I want price to close up here. Same thing here. I would like for price to close up here, and it doesn't look like we're getting that. So going into the 10 o'clock macro, we might be looking at bearish market, at a bearish entry. Oh wow! I got a price alert on the VIX above 35.60. Wow. What's funny about that is that price alert I set, I think 3 years ago. So that tells me a lot. That means that volatility is incoming, and we are going to. It's gonna be crazy the next few days. Whenever the VIX, actually, let's take a look at the VIX. Wow. VIX, yep, there it is. Holy son of a gun. We're at 50, 60. And it hasn't been this high since 2020. Yeah, since COVID. Wow. Yeah, that's when I said it actually. Okay, so let's see. We actually closed above this right here. Yeah, we closed above. Okay, so maybe one more sweep, or whatever. I do want to see how price reacts in this area. Same thing here, reacts. We do have 3 drives. We have plenty of sweeps here. So I'm just gonna watch. I want to see how price closes here on the next 15 minute. If it closes bullish, then we are drawing towards this high. And here we are at an old low. So again, I want to see how price closes here. All right, so on ES, we swept the highs, and Q did not, but I'm not holding my breath for that. I mean, I could because it'll probably get swept here within the next few seconds. 4 minutes until the macros open. All right, so it's very aggressive. Okay, so we're nearing this imbalance here. Same thing here. We're not even close to this imbalance. So on NQ, if NQ sweeps these highs, I will then look to see how price starts closing within this price area. If we close above, then we might target these next highs up here. Same thing here. I want to see how price closes within this price area. Um, yeah, that's all I'm expecting. I'm not expecting anything else. We are above equilibrium here. Same thing here. We are above equilibrium, or we're gonna be above equilibrium. So let's see. All right, so now we are at the macro. Let's see how this closes. All right, I'm starting to see something, something else now. Okay, so this right here is first stage consolidation, expansion. I want to see how price closes with this candle, because with that we might get second stage consolidation with expansion leading up to these highs here, unless it blows through them right now. These candles right here, I am watching this high right here. I want to see how price behaves in that area. And Q has yet to break above this breaker, so still bearish unless price closes above this area. I want to see how price behaves. Okay. There's a tiny imbalance here that I'm watching as well, so we'll see. I am not yet sold on anything, but we might have just put in the second stage of something here. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So, and all of this right here is low resistance, as you can see here, higher lows being put in. I want to see what we get up here in this area. Nothing. All right. So we got 5 minutes until the close. See how it closes. As it stands right now, I am looking for a bearish entry, a short entry. But that's because we are down here. I want to see if we are to be bullish or look for long entries. I want to see price close above here. And we are above these old lows here. I want to see more displacement, not just this tiny area. 4 more minutes. There we go. All right, we're seeing something here. Let's take a look at the 2 minute. No entry. No entry here. We are holding about this tiny gap here. Wow, the ranges are huge. From this high to this low, 100 points. Yeah, everyone's better off trading micros today. Three more minutes. Okay. Two more minutes. Let's take a look at the 1 minute here. Okay, so we do have large candles, one short candle here, so that's not enough for me to consider bearish price action yet. Maybe one more sweep, and we're about to close on the 15 minute here. Let's take a look. All right. What does the hourly look like here? Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we are drawing higher, but again, there's no entry for me. I don't see an entry whatsoever. There's nothing here. The only logical entry would be this area here, but I'm not looking to trade the 0930 open. All right, so we just swept these highs here, midnight open. So now I'm watching to see how the next 15 minute closes. But within that time frame, I am looking for displacement lower because we just took this high right here. It's it's stopping out a lot of people. Yeah, there's no entry, no other entry on the maybe the 5 minute, but yeah, nothing on the 5 minute either. Okay. This is the easiest sit down I've ever had to do for the macro because again, I don't see anything. So I'm not emotional about it. I'm nothing. I'm 100% sure there's a 30-second entry here. So we swept these highs. Okay, let's take a look at the 1 minute now. Here we go. All right. So if there were to be a displacement, it'd be now, or not now, but in this leg up. Otherwise, nah, that would be it. I can get rid of this here. Still nothing here. All right, 6 minutes until the macro closes. Still nothing. I don't like anything. Let's take a look at this tiny area on the 15 minute. I can almost guarantee there's an entry there. Okay, so we are getting draw lower now. Let's see here. Nope, nothing either. I'm surprised. Let's take a look at the 15 second. That tiny one right here. And this right here is a pretty good end. Yeah, it's a pretty good entry here. All right, so we do have a tiny area here. Let's see what price does here. Okay, I'm liking this. Don't rebalance. Here we go. Okay. All right, right there. All right, I'll take that as a intermediate term breakaway gap. Oh no, come back. Yep, I just missed it. Damn, that was it. Okay. So now we are targeting these lows here. Um, yep, there it is right there. Okay. 25.75 would be my entry if we draw higher. Might not look like we are. Damn. All right, so looks like we're not gonna get it. I'm gonna still leave it there. There we go. Come on. Oh no, looks like we're not gonna get it. Okay. All right, so darn, looks like we're not getting that entry. All right, so I am liking the fact that we are rejecting that previous high right here. So again, I do want to see what the 15-minute close is, because if the 15-minute close is very bearish, that means we are going to attack these lows over here. So right now I'm just watching to see how price behaves here. All right. What's this one? This one is the, oh, I forgot to move this up here. There we go. Okay, so we're spooling. It looks like we're spooling lower. Because as you can see, price is not even offering anything over here. Yep, there we go. Yep, we're spooling. We're definitely spooling. All right, so I took a quick trade there, but I'm targeting these lows down here. Come on. Let's see how price reacts there. Yep, definitely spooling there. And okay, so I'm all out there. I didn't like that quick reversal, but we are spooling, and that offered me about 40 points. I'll take it. So again, spooling, we probably will run these lows, but the fact that we are trading very, very volatile even on the 15 second. Geez. Um, yeah, it's definitely going to run to these lows. So that was an actual trade. Um, I just couldn't help myself. But again, spooling is when price doesn't even offer an entry above equilibrium. It just keeps offering lower prices. And as you can see here, no entries on the 1 minute whatsoever. 15 second, we had gap after gap after gap, and price was retracing into those areas. Um, all right, let's go back to the reality of actual. All right, so let's see how price closes here. Yep, nothing. Okay, so this area here I'm watching. I want to see how price closes here. I want price to close below here within the next 3 minutes, because if that's the case, then that means we are drawing towards the lows. I would love to get in here, but I'm not liking anything that I'm seeing. And we ran these lows. Either way, I like that tiny trade. I can delete this. I can delete this. This was the entry I wanted to take, 25.775, but obviously we didn't get that. Yep, this high and this high. All right, one more minute. Come on. Don't do that. 20 more seconds. All right, I'm not liking this close. I mean, it's still bearish, obviously, because it is closing below. Okay, so price did close below this price area. Price closed above this area here. So we should target these lows here. So right now what I'm looking for is the intermediate term high. This move I don't think is. I think maybe one more draw lower, sweep of this low, displacement with a gap. That would be the perfect setup. let's take and see. Let's check and see how the 15-minute closed. All right. Okay, so still enough for a bearish case. We can get rid of this thing here. Yeah, the fact that we closed above this area here gives me indication that we might still target the highs. And both are at equilibrium, so we might just let's see here. Yep. Okay, so we did trade into discount there, or premium there. All right, tiny discount, that's fine. Tiny sweep, I'm okay with that. $13, $15. All right, so I guess we are drawing towards the highs, and that's fine. I'll just let it go because at this point right now, I don't see an entry for me whatsoever. I'm pretty sure if I zoom into the 30-second, we will see some sort of entry here to target equilibrium and then the highs. Not sure yet, actually. Yeah, that's it for today. Um, I think we do have enough here to see what happens after the 11 o'clock macro. Again, we have a couple of sweeps here. Um, yeah, we have some sweeps here into this imbalance here. So if price is to draw lower, then I don't expect price to close up here. I expect this area to be what's the word, respected, for then price to target these lows down here. But yeah, that's it for today. So I'll see you tomorrow.